I got some goodies. So I do believe in this box right here are gonna be my injectors, and this box is gonna be the wiring harness and the spacers. So for anybody wondering what injectors I went with the Siemens Deca's 80-pound injectors with the harness, just to make sure that this harness will work, just in case those don't work. Alright, got the one side off here. Now I just need to literally take off this little clip here at the top on each of them. Take it out, put the new one in. Probably clean out this little area right here just a tad. Just wipe it down, make sure everything's clean and seated properly. And then just put the new injectors in, make sure they plug in. If not, replace the harness, and bada bing, bada boom. Alright, should have everything back together. Everything's got new. It has the brand new covering. It's got the new electric chip wrapped around it just to make it look all nice and pretty. I mean, it does look pretty, but this is a straight wiring mess. Now, I need to flip on the switch for the fuel pump and see if I have anything leaking. It's gonna suck if I do, because I just put everything back. That thing's so loud. Yep, I'm leaking right there. Yep. Leaking in two spots, right here and right there. Again with the damn heater. But I finally got it all figured out. I know I had those two injectors leaking from the top. And I thought I heard it running like a lot. I thought it was like already spitting out fuel inside the actual like cylinder in the combustion chamber. But I think it's trying to pressurize the system still. It's not gonna kick off like I thought it would. But let's go ahead and put the 80-pound injector tune in it and see how well it runs. All right, pretty much before I do anything with the actual tune itself, I need to go and put the 80-pound injector pretty much baseline tune, messing with your injector offsets, your pulse width and stuff like that. I took a couple screenshots telling me exactly what I need to do to put in the HP tuner itself. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those in there and then start it up and see how it reacts and then adjust accordingly. Alrighty, right in calibration now. I honestly might just pay someone to tune this vehicle, because I am not having the best of times here trying to figure this out. It's actually a little bit more confusing than you may think. So I'm gonna let this ride and get back to you once I start the car. It's very mad. Yep. It's mad. All right, let's check the data. Now, the friggin' car is way too rich. Like, I can smell so much fuel. And on the actual data itself, it was actually showing me that it was running, I think the lowest it said was 7. So 7's super rich, okay? You don't want that much, because it'll start messing it's gonna start washing down some cylinders. So I need to mess with the tune again. I don't know, guys, let me know down in the comments, should I not tune this myself? I know it'd be great to learn, and then when I'm at the track and stuff, I can actually data log and mess with it there. And then I know, hey, this is what's going on, this is what I need to do. But guys, let me know. This is honestly a little frustrating, trying to figure out your first time. I've watched so many videos on this HP tuner to actually see what's going on and to actually knowingly know what you're doing, obviously. I don't know, leave it down below. Should I actually tune this myself or let somebody else do it? Pay like the $600 and go have it down and tuned and pretty much just not mess with it after that. I don't know. But I'll see you when I pick this up in the morning and see what I can find out. All right, so I went back to my old first 2-bar map, pretty much speed density tune, and I just messed with the injector size. I bumped that up, and then I changed the voltage from the flow rate to 1 to see if that would help. That's all I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna turn the VE table accordingly through that. So let's go ahead. I got that. Always make sure to write notes down too. That's what I've been doing. Just write down some notes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my data logger and see what it's actually gonna do once I start this up. Reading 14.4 right here. I'm not seeing anything bad, no knock. Timing's good, intake's good. 14.9 is getting a little lean now once it's idling down. But that's not bad at all right there. Under 15. So now I need to mess with that VE table like I was just saying. So I'm good here. I can turn this off. I was gonna say shut the truck off, but that was good. Now I know for a fact we're looking good. So now what I need to do is just mess with that VE table like I was talking about. So go back here. I think here's your VE table. So I need to change here. Let's say, what did I hit vacuum wise? Let's check my actual manifold absolute pressure and go from there. So I went ahead and added 0.7 from 70 kPAs to 120 or 1200. So now you need to make a note. Maybe table change 30 kPa and 400 to 1200 RPM plus 0.7 is what I did. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and command it to write, and these are the parts that I really don't want to do, but this is the parts where you're really gonna know the car inside and out tuning wise, is by changing all these small things. Do small increments. I noticed if I did big ones, it'd just all be screwed up. So now I'm just waiting for this to clean up the thing. Yep, cleaning it, and then we can close it. And then we can go back to this, hit record, gathering. Now I can turn the Fox back on. Did a little camber. All right, yeah, there it goes. 13, 12. Woo! She's running more richer than shit now. Catch. Go. All right. She was mad about that one, wasn't she? She went straight rich. Okay, so 0.7 was too much. So now, let's go back, and literally I'm going back and forth, and back and forth. Once the idling tune is ready and set, then the hard part is I'm gonna have to take this thing on the street And given it is 50 degrees out right now and there's holes all over this thing, so it's gonna suck, for one. Two, I hope it doesn't run straight lean the first time I hit boost on this thing. It's gonna be intense, but I need to go get a radiator cap first. So let's go ahead and mess with the tune a little bit more and then go get that radiator cap. 14.2, that's looking pretty good. I know for a fact if I rev it, it's gonna go straight lean. So 14.5, that's pretty good for idling right now. Okay. Yeah, it's reading 14.8. I know I'm not gonna keep looking at this one. And it says airflow command on it, right here. But that thing is not accurate. I think that's what the computer wants to see, but it's not actually seeing it. It's getting hot, 117, 118, so it's getting hot. But right now it's 14.7 at idle, so that's pretty good. That's what I want to see. So let's go get this coolant cap that I need from that, from pretty much a Camaro. Here, gurgling. I need to put some coolant in there, and then I think if they have an overflow, I need to get that overflow as well. But as of right now, that's what I want to see from the tuning. And then we can start messing with the, you know, once we go for a test drive, I can start messing with the tune a little bit more on that VE table. The VE table is the fuel table, if you guys don't know. But obviously before that, you guys know about my whole rubbing issue I was having. Pretty much eating a good chunk of this tire out. I bought some drag springs, I feel like 3 months ago now, 2 months ago, when I bought my 14 rear end gear sets. I also made this little custom, like, I just shoved some sheet metal on. I got some hull salt bits. I'm gonna put all the gauges actually in there to make it look a little better before I pretty much swap to like a digital dash. But I might as well just go ahead and install these drag springs I got from LMR. And so I'm not gonna have this horrible bounce issue. Like, I'm barely pushing down, guys. And it's just dropping like so much. But I got the new radiator cap. Hopefully this one works. We did go ahead and order the OE one that should go with this one. It'll be here at like 2 o'clock if this one doesn't work. But now what I need to do is try to find a fitting that goes on here so I can pretty much just burp the whole system out to make sure everything is gonna cool correctly. So now what I need to do is hook up that and just let the car just idle, warm up, make sure it's not gonna do anything funky, and then go for a test drive. Okay, none of those actually work, but what I'm gonna do is let it run sitting here and let it burp out as much as I can. Maybe I won't go drive it. So I was just checking the data log and the car is at 225 within a couple minutes. So I think the radiator is actually too low to actually burp out the system. I just went ahead and bought an overflow tank. So all I gotta do is make sure it's above the actual radiator and the steam ports here. And then technically I'll just mount it right here. It should work just fine for pretty much whatever I need, or I can run really long coolant lines up here and around, and then put it like right here, or just somewhere, like run a hose here, run it there. That one looks like it's got a lot more room to actually play with. But I guess we'll find out next time when I get it. It should be here tomorrow. But right now, hey, let's just go ahead and install those drag springs. Alright, that's with it on there. It's a little better. I know when I sat in it, it didn't actually, let's see, I'll sit on the back. Yeah, and if I'm sitting on the back, I'm straight rubbing. Let's see right here, I'm super close to rubbing. The other side, not so much. The other side's not really rubbing. And it's a lot higher. I don't know if something is just tweaked up on the back end or not. So that's one thing I need to think about. Also, I kind of feel like I should just roll the fender. If I roll the fender and fold it out some, maybe that would actually work a little better. But that's gonna be it of this video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I know next video, I'm gonna be trying to drive it because I got some things on order. So they'll be here tomorrow. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you guys are not. We're so close to 400. Come on, guys. Subscribe if you guys are not. All right, peace out.